Welcome students, we are given this question: if x positive x is equal to x times x, what is x besides 0? Now, there are many ways to approach the solution for this question, but there is just one way that would be considered as the right way, provided we reach that particular junction, or I would say that particular important point is attained. Because most of the times what people will do here is they will start off by adding all the x, 3x on the left, and on the right hand side it's going to be x into x into x, that's going to be x cubed. Okay, fair enough. Then what they would do is they would rewrite this as x cubed negative 3x and equal to 0, and they will follow it up by taking an x out and rewrite this as x of x squared negative 3 is equal to 0, and then they will say x is equal to 0, and then x squared negative 3 is equal to 0, and then x squared is equal to 3 and x is equal to plus or minus root 3. Now, this way of approaching this question and reaching the point x is equal to 0 and x is equal to plus or minus 3, root 3 is flawed. Now, why is it flawed? Because clearly it says that x is equal to 0 has to be avoided. That's point number one. Now, point number two is we are arriving at a point x squared is equal to 3, and then we are coming to the solution that x is equal to plus root 3 and minus root 3. Now, there is an issue with taking x to be equal to negative root of 3. Now, I'm going to show you why that issue is, or in other words, what that issue is. So, the best thing to do is not to approach this question in this fashion. So, what is the other way to approach the question? How are we going to approach the solution for this question? Is there any other way that we can do to get the point or to get the value for x? Yes, of course. So, this point is purely valid. So, I can very well add this left hand side, the quantity on the left, and multiply the quantity on the right and rewrite it like this: 3x is equal to x cubed. And then I can cancel a x term and then rewrite it as 3 is equal to x squared. Okay, this is fine. Now, just to be in line with clarity, I want to write this as x cubed is equal to 3. Now, we got to be a bit more careful in this point. Now, why we have to be careful in this point? The value of x can either be positive or negative, and the outcome will always be 3. Right? But there is a big issue. Why there is a big issue? Because when we are taking, to get the value of x, we need to take square root both sides. So when we take square root both sides like this, the definition of the square root symbol, the square root sign, produces a positive square root number for any given positive number. So the take home point is the outcome should be positive. So what we have to do for the outcome to be positive, we should write modulus of x to be equal to root of 3. So this is the most important point that has to be present in the solution. For the value of x, the outcome should always be positive. Now, the same question can be done in the other fashion, so using logarithms. So I'm going to start with the same junction of the same point, that 3x is equal to x cubed. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take ln both sides. So let me take ln both sides. Now, taking ln both sides, I get ln of 3x is equal to ln of x cubed. Now, on the right hand side, I can rewrite this as 3 times ln of x. On the left hand side, I can rewrite this as ln of 3 positive ln of x. Now, I can move this ln x to the other side, and then I can write this as 3 times ln of x negative ln of x. And on the left hand side, I've got ln of 3. Now, this is going to be 2 times ln of x, and this is going to be ln of 3. And I can rewrite this as 2 times ln x is equal to ln 3. I'm going to use the space here. Then I can have ln x is equal to 1 over 2 times ln 3. Now, from here, this is base e. So from here, I'm going to, let me just put in one more step. So this is going to be ln of root 3. And this has got a base e. So if we were to use the base formulae present in natural logs, this can be rewritten as x is equal to e raised to the power ln of root 3. But this is nothing but x is equal to root 3, right? We know. So this is producing the result x is equal to root 3. Now, there is one small issue in taking ln in solving this question. So I want you to tell me what the issue is.